Hey girl, what is up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. If you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. So we are back again with another Christmas inspired look for our Christmas series. This is video number 6. So that means we are about halfway or maybe a little more than halfway through our Christmas series. Out of all the looks that I've done so far, this one is the one that I'm most excited to share with you guys because I really genuinely am in love with the way that it came out. Now listen, I know that I say that every video, but you guys, yeah, that's why I'm in love with it. no, I'm just kidding, but really though, I snatched the hell out of my face today. I don't know, So of course, this look was inspired by snow. If you guys can't tell what the hell is going on in my eyes, I wanted it to be as if it had been snowing and the snow was just falling and settling right on top of my wings. So that's what I kind of envisioned or pictured for this that we got going on here. Do you guys see that blend? Girl, I came for y'all today. I really did. I came for y'all. But you know why I went so hard today? I went so ham because I was looking at all my Christmas looks and I was like, you don't have one that's just boom, you know, boom yet. So I was like, girl, we gotta step it up today, honey. And I feel like we definitely did that today for sure. Look at my highlight though. Look at my face though. She is snatched. So if you guys are excited to see how I created this look, give this video a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Be sure and hit the notification bell, that way you never miss any of my videos. And let's go ahead and get right into this look. Okay, so getting right into the video, I already have one eye done and I'm going to be doing this eye on camera. The very first shade that we're going to be going into is from the Mar palette by ColourPop. And we're going in with this pretty blue shade right here called El Rey. And I'm going to be going in with the Morphe S12 brush. And when I'm first starting on a wet base, I like to just tap the color onto my lid. So I'm not doing any blending. I'm not making any circular motions, any windshield motions. I'm literally just tapping this color on. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I am working on a wet sticky concealer base since I didn't set my concealer. Now you can set your concealer if you don't want to work on a wet base. You can just set it with some translucent powder. But I find that when you're working with vibrant colors like a blue, you're going to get a lot better color payoff if you don't set it. So all I'm doing is just tapping this color. And then once I get here, I'm going to kind of flick this up a little bit because I do want this to be just a little bit winged out. Not anything crazy or nothing, but I do want just a little wing. I'm just going to flick that up just to give me a sense of direction. And then I'm just going to connect the end of that flick with the eyeshadow up here, if that makes sense. And now I am just giving it a little bit of a blend on the edge, just kind of softening that some. Not picking up any extra product, not using a different brush, just with that same brush, just kind of going along the edge of where I patted that down, and I'm just starting to blend slowly. I know sometimes working with color, it can be really frustrating because the color isn't going to blend out as easy as neutrals. So it can be really frustrating, and sometimes you'll want to do it really fast and just so you can get it done. But, whoa, is that thunder? Wow. But my advice to you guys is to work slowly, and just, you have to have that patience. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but just remember, it'll work better for you in the long run if you just work slow rather than trying to rush through the blend and just hurry up and get it blended out. You'll end up having less control where the shadow is going the faster that you try to do it, unless you're just a super awesome blender. But I find that it's just, you just have a whole better outcome when you really just take your time and blend the color out nice and slow and just gradually work your way up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I packed the shadow a little bit lower than where I actually wanted it to be. And that's because when you're blending it, I mean, you do have to kind of blend it up in order for it to have that nice gradient. So if you don't want eyeshadow all the way up to your eyebrow, just remember to pack the color a little bit lower, because you are eventually gonna end up blending it out and it's gonna be, you know, higher up than when you first put it on. So just also keep that in mind. I'm gonna take an Anastasia A6 brush just to help me diffuse this a little bit more. I feel like it's, oh my god, is that thunder or is that maintenance on the roof? I don't even know. What I was gonna say is I feel like a key to a really good blend is going in with a clean brush just to diffuse it all, which you guys know I do like to go in with my Morphe S11 because it's a denser brush. But I don't know, today I just wanted to use this A6 brush just because I am working with color. And then I'm just going to go back in one more time with that same shade just to kind of layer it, get a nice good opaque color of it. And then we'll go in with our next shade. And also guys, like, I don't have a really heavy hand when I'm doing this. My hand is like pretty light and my brush is like barely touching my eyes. So there's really like no tension on the bristles. I'm not stabbing it in my eye. I'm not like making the bristles bend. Nothing like that, just a nice little touch. Okay, so now we're ready for our second shade, and I'm going to be picking up my Morphe 39A palette. You guys already know I probably, well, not even probably, I definitely use this in every single one of my eyeshadow looks. And we're going to be grabbing this deeper blue right here, and I'm going to be picking that up on a Morphe S21 brush. It has like a nice little dome shape to it, and then it is real nice and flat as well, like thin. I'm using this brush specifically because of the shape of it. I feel like it's really nice to get like right in the crease because it is like thin like that. And then the dome shape of it, when I come up here to my inner corner, I just use the like flatter side of it instead of like the pointy end. I use the flat side and just use it to just go like that and get in my little inner part of the crease. So that's why I like this brush. I just feel like it's really nice. It's still pretty fluffy, but it's small enough that I can like keep the color like where I want it, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense, you guys. So again, don't rush yourself. Just work nice and slow. And just gradually build that color up. And then to keep the little flick theme going that we got here, I'm doing the same thing, flick my corner out, and then just connect it here. I do just want to make sure that I say that I do layer the color a few times. So sometimes when you're working with multiple colors, like as you blend them out, you'll lose like the first two colors you put on. So I always go back and like add more of each color each time that I blend it. So I don't always put that on camera, especially like when I do it like 5 times, but that's just because I don't want the video to be super long. But I just wanted to make sure that I say that, because I want you guys to know you can go back and add more color as much as you need to, as many times as you need to, in order to get the right color payoff that you're wanting. Okay, so for our next shade, I'm also going to be going into my 39A palette. I'm going to be using this black shade right here down on the corner, but if you have any other black from any other palette, that'll do just fine. So I'm first just going to pack this in our outer corner. And then from there, I'm just going to kind of bring it up into the crease. Oh, and I am taking this on a very small brush. This is a Morphe M506. And then once I get to like my inner corner, I'm just going to sweep. So I'm just taking the black from here and sweeping it into our inner corner. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. We're mainly going to focus the black here on the outer corner. Also don't really need a lot. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe S21. And right on the edge of that black, I'm just going to kind of blend it even more. Just so it blends really nicely into the blue. And now we're ready to cut our crease. So I'm going to be using some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and this little Morphe brush right here. It's a nice little flat brush. It's really thin and it's really nice and rounded at the top, so it's perfect to cut the crease. And this is an S30 brush. So because I do have this side done, it's a lot easier to follow on this side. So I just kind of like to go right in. The more you hesitate, the harder you're going to shrink. And the more mistakes you're going to make. So just go right in and start like and I'm going to go all the way from one corner of my eye all the way to the other. Alright, so our crease is cut and we're ready to move on to our next shade. So I'm going to be going into my It's a Princess Thing palette by ColourPop, and I'm going to be taking this shade right here called Prince Charming. I'm using a Morphe S4 brush to pack this on my entire lid. Well, not the entire lid. I'm just going to do like 3/4 of the cut crease. And I really like this because I feel like this just looks nice and frosty. And then for the remaining quarter of the lid, I'm going to go in with the same 2 shades, well, the same 3 shades that we used for the shadow up here. So the light blue, the dark blue, and then the black. This is the very first blue shade that we used. I'm going to go in with the same brush and just begin to tap that. And now I'm going in with the darker blue. And lastly, we're just going to put a smidge of black right here in the very outer corner. Kind of blending that. Now I'm going to take some more black eyeshadow from that Morphe 39A palette. I'm taking it on this flat brush right here. This is a Morphe M432 brush. I'm going to begin to do my liner with this. So I'm first just going to kind of line my lash line. And now to get it super black and perfect it like this one, I'm going to go in with the Revlon eyeliner. It's called Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner. Alrighty, so now that our liner is snatched, all we have left to do is add the snow and the glitter on the snow. So this is kind of easy, but it's kind of not, honestly. I think it depends on if you have the right brush. This brush worked pretty great for me. I got this from Walmart in a set of like 12 and it was only like $6. They're paint brushes, so they're not for makeup, but I'm actually going to be using paint for this because I don't have white eyeliner. I really hope that that rain is not going to be super loud in this video. So I'm going to be using some Snazaroo white paint, and I like to get a spray bottle and just kind of spray it. It's a water activated paint. Well, you can use it like just standalone, or you can add some water and make it like as watery or as creamy as you like. So that's why I really like these Snazaroo paints, because like depending on how much water you add, it gives you like a different consistency. So I think that's really nice. Now, if you're like me and you're a visual person, I recommend you look up cartoon snow on Safari or Google Chrome, whatever. Just look up cartoon snow and get a reference picture and just go by that. I mean, you could even follow what I'm doing, but I don't know, for me, I just have to have like a still picture of something. So let's do this. And just to fix the little icicles that I did some, I'm going with some black liner. I'm going to take some Too Faced glitter glue. I'm using another brush that I got from the set at Walmart. This is a really small one. I'm going to be using some like very pearlescent glitter. Don't know if you guys can see that, but that is what I'm using. It's just like white frosty glitter. So I do want to keep this tutorial very focused on the eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face off of camera. I'm going to come back with mascara, lashes, my face done, and then I'll do our lips on camera. So I'll be right back in just 1 second. Okay, so I'm actually going to pause on the mascara and lashes, that way I can do my under eyes. I forgot all about them apparently. So I'm going to go back to the very first brush that we used and the very first shade that we used. So this one right here. I'm going to bring it all the way to my inner corner. I'm going to leave just a little space, like right before I get to it. Honestly, I really like the blue in this palette because not only is it super pigmented on a wet base, but it's also pigmented on top of powder. So that's awesome. I really love that. I feel like that's super hard to find in a blue. I'm picking up the darker blue from the 39A palette on the same brush. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of black. Okay, so now our eyes are almost done. We just need to do our inner corners. So I'm gonna be going back into the Princess palette with that same Prince Charming shade. I'm gonna give it a little spritz of some Mario Badescu. You can use water or whatever setting spray you have. And this is just gonna go in my eye, right in our inner corners. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara and lashes, and then I'm gonna come right back and we'll put on some lips. Okay, so for my lips, I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep it neutral. I'm going in with Sandstorm right now, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, this is the NYX lip pencil in Sandstorm. Let me just take a little bit of chapstick. Alright girls, so that does bring us to the end of this video. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This look is probably, I know that I say this literally every video, but this one for sure is my favorite look that I have done so far in my Christmas series. I absolutely love it. Honestly, doing this, just like my last look, I didn't really know if this was going to go as planned or if it was going to work at all, but I absolutely love it. It's not exactly what I envisioned, but it's a nice little rough idea of it. I absolutely, honestly, I love it. I love it. I don't know if it's the blue that I'm loving so much or if it's like my face that I'm loving so much. I snatched my face today, honestly. I snatched this thing. Anyways, if you guys have any questions for me in regards to this look, in regards to makeup, or if any questions that you might have, please feel free to leave them down in the comments, or you can always send me a personal message through Instagram or Twitter, or I think you can even send me a message through here. I don't know, I'm not sure. But if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me. I try to engage with you guys a little bit and tell you, to leave me suggestions of looks that you want me to do. And I do get quite a few of you girls that send me pictures or, looks that you guys would like me to create. And I love when you guys do that. But I do want to engage with you guys more, just feel like I'm connecting more with my subscribers, because I just don't really feel that yet. I know that I don't have a lot still, but there is 250 something of you, so I feel like I can at least make a connection with more of you than I have. So if you have any questions at all in regards to this look or anything makeup related, like maybe if I'm not being specific about something that I'm doing, please feel free to ask me down in the comments. Another thing that I wanted to mention is a lot of you have been sending me like special effects, like scary Christmas makeup, and while some of the makeup is really sick and really awesome, my thing is that I've just never really been a fan of mixing Christmas and like Halloween, like a gory Christmas thing. Like I've been seeing a lot of people are going to like Christmas in hell parties, and I don't know, I feel like Halloween is Halloween and Christmas is Christmas. I just don't really like to mix the two. I don't know, I've just never really been a fan of that. Like, even when that one like scary Christmas movie came out, like it was like this scary ram. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't remember what it was called, but like I didn't think that was scary at all. I just thought it was kind of cheesy, you know, like Christmas and Halloween. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that's not really, it's not a Christmas look that I would wear. So personally, like, it's just not a look that I'm gonna do. I don't know. I just don't see myself really ever realistically wearing like a scary Christmas Halloween look anywhere. I don't know, I just don't see it happening. Again, like I said, I just feel like Christmas is Christmas, Halloween is Halloween. While I do appreciate, you know, like all the looks that you guys are sending me, I feel like they're really awesome makeup looks, but I don't know, I just can't get down with that, you know what I mean? I just wanted to address that because I feel like a lot of you are waiting for those looks, or like a body paint look, or when I like, you know, completely make myself look like not me. That's not happening for Christmas. I hope I hope we understand each other. Anyways, I've rambled on too much. I need to go ahead and close out this video. So as always, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Ring that bell so you never miss any of my videos, and I hope to see every single one of you in my next video. You guys have a great Friday. Bye.